these guys are installing the material that goes on the ends. So both these ends and the pump house will have a cover on there. And what that'll do is it'll slow down the birds from coming in here. Not stop them, but slow them down. And it'll slow down some of that wind from just running through the very top of this thing. So hopefully that'll help. Okay, so there it is. This side is almost done. We'll start on the other side. Two little things here and the other end. So in a matter of hours it should be done. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Now they finish this thing here. Okay, so this side is done. It's as good as it's gonna get. And now I had them change over to that side over there because we have a limited number of these panels here. So I want them to do the big part, the one that takes the big panels, and then whatever's left over can be here because it's a small thing. See, for example, a piece like this could be used right there at the end, or maybe even big enough to do the middle. But either way, yeah. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, so here it is, 1 o'clock. This side is done. That side is done, and we're working on the little house out there, little pump house. Okay. Okay, so here it is. The magic board for the end of the roof are installed. Now, all I had was those little round Phillips self-tapping screws, so I had them put it in with that. Now, what will happen at a later date is I will install a little trim here going all the way up to the top and back on the other side, and then of course I will seal up this gap with some gypsum primer and paint it. Now I've been thinking about replacing those screws. I know it's a lot of screws, but they're the wrong type, and it would make a very difficult job to seal those gaps. So I will probably replace those if the flathead screws fit that hole that this thing made. I'll try that later. I've got too many things going on right now that so I'll trim it all the way down there, because I know this is not important, this is just a fish house, but you know, things like this bother me. So instead of creating havoc in my life and thinking about this, it's a very simple solution. I'll add a little trim to this thing, and that's the end of that. Same thing here. I want to cover those gaps. Cover this space there. It would just set my mind at ease more than anything, because it would have no practical purpose to this thing. And then here I need to cut that, add a trim also, but also here, if you look, this line, if you look, this line comes across and then goes down. I would definitely make that go straight across, because all those things are not very important, but they're important to me. Not that I'm a perfect person, it's just that I don't like half-assed things. So I try to do the best I can. Like this here, it needs to go straight up and down instead of an angle. And I mean, it's okay. They did, you know, what they did, and now I'll fine tune it and it'll be just like I want it, because I'm not a young whippersnapper anymore to be climbing like they did. Yeah, and then here I talked to the well guy. He's gonna see about putting an extension on here just like this, attach another pipe with 2 plates like this, bolt it in here, bring it out, close this, have this, you know, flush with this on the outside. So when it's time to clean this thing out, all the junk would be out here, and we don't have to worry about leaving gravel and sand and all that stuff inside of there. All right, this is a later date project. First, we need to get the fish to living. Watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย